Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to do a review of the Blackout USA product. You'll be able to find out more about this product at the end of this video, and in the description below I'll have a link directing you to this. So I'm basically just going to go through it and show you what you get upon purchasing the Blackout USA product. So you'll see here you get 4 different PDFs. The first one here is the main one, which is Darkest Days, and then you have How to Make Your Own Pharmacy, Off-Grid Home Protection Systems, and Unscathed Survival. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to open this up just so you can see the contents of what is actually inside the Darkest Days. And this is mainly how to survive an EMP attack to the grid. And if you're not familiar, EMP is electromagnetic pulse, and it can be very devastating if you're not prepared for it, and we are not sure when or if there's going to be one, so it's best to be prepared just in case. So the table of contents, you can see it gets into what it is, the effects, and when it was actually discovered, how it could be launched, and honestly, this is the stuff you need to know why you want to be prepared for a nuclear HEMP or a geomagnetic storm. Also, it explains what kind of damage this causes and how you can basically protect yourself and why you should be protecting your electronics, as well as, myths and questions that people have. So basically, let's get back into the rest of the product. So preparation is key. As you know, watching this video, you're interested in prepping, survival, and you are doing everything you can in your power to protect yourself and your family. So there's good things here. You don't have to be rich to start planning, which is a good thing because a lot of the time we're struggling with paying rent, paying the bills, and handling our day-to-day expenses. So this is a good sign for us. How to turn preparation into a family experience. This is good because getting a whole family involved is actually very beneficial for you, because once things happen, if anything does happen, the family will want to be on board and be prepared for what is going to be happening. The next thing, Faraday cages, what they are, what they can do, how to build a simple one. And then it gets into making your own energy. This is one of my favorite sections because self-sustainability is one of the biggest reasons that I personally got into prepping. So you can see how to do it, basic intro on all of this. I'm going to scroll through. It gets into food production and storage next. So what to do about growing your own food, what to plant, what you need, starting a greenhouse, aquaponics, hydroponics. Then it gets into how to catch your food, fishing, hunting, and trapping, everything, how to preserve meat, preserve vegetables, cooking without a stove. This is very useful. If you don't know how to do this yet, I highly recommend picking up the product. Protecting your shelter, basically your house, what to do to take care of it and put your house in optimal condition for protection. Safety and defense, weapons, training, firearms, tactical equipment, pretty much everything you need to know about safety and defense. And then it gets into communication next, survival communities, what you need to have in your bug out bag, etc. So you can see here, it's 187 pages of content. It's very good information. The next thing is how to make your own pharmacy. So this is always useful because a lot of times we can't really trust the doctors with what they're prescribing because they're paid off by the big businesses that are, paying their paychecks. So they're not giving us the things that are truly going to cure us. They're just masking things. So you can see here what you need to be growing, what you can have in your house, natural alternatives, making natural remedies at home, stings and bites, burns, itchiness, sunburn. So these are all good things to know if you don't know already, and a lot of the things you probably didn't know. I was very surprised with how much I learned from it. Off-grid home protection systems. This is the next PDF you get with it, and what's included is basic home defense steps, securing the yard, basically best survival dogs is very, very important to know, because if you're going to get an animal, you want it to be fit for survival. Off-grid defense, how to basically protect yourself from snakes, pigs, wolves, birds, chimpanzees. protecting your home with defensive bushes, how to defend your farm from intruders, or consider fencing, protecting farm equipment and properties, and then do's and don'ts of home defense. So these are all really good things if you're looking at protecting your home. Next thing is unscathed survival, which is the 73 paid guide on how to come out untouched from 10 different disaster scenarios. So let's see here. As you can see, this is just a ton and tons of useful information. What I would recommend you do if you're anything like me is you take these and you print them out and then staple the guides together and put them somewhere so that you'll have them in the case of emergency where you don't have access to a computer, you don't have access to these PDF files. So in the Unscathed Survival PDF, you'll have 5 steps to survival in the aftermath of a disaster. Are you prepared for the next pandemic? What it takes to prevent Ebola when things go sideways. As you've probably seen in the news, the Yellowstone volcano, the killing dormant giant awakes. There has been a lot of talks about things happening there. You've probably seen the pictures of animals evacuating there or the videos. Earthquake prep, prepping for and protecting from radiation. Food preps, do's and don'ts, prepper's guide to surviving tornadoes. Depending on where you are in the world, this could be very useful, just as the hurricane could be. Surviving when being trapped. This is signaling, basically you should do no matter what. Surviving a terrorist attack with what's been happening in the US lately, this is important to know. When anarchy is coming, warning signs and escape plans. The day the dollar collapses, are you prepared? I also really resonated with this because I've been learning how to protect my finances because I want to be able to protect myself and my family for the long term, and that involves monetarily. So that is a look inside what the Blackout USA course contains. So I highly recommend picking it up. And if you want to, there's a link at the bottom of this video where you can purchase it. So thanks again from sovereignsurvival.com and have a good day.